Well, the top 5 businesses that you can get into with little to no money down. So I have people that have been asking me like crazy, hey, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to get into business. I want to do this stuff by myself. I don't want to work for somebody else anymore, but I don't have a whole lot of money to work with here. Well, no problem. I've been doing this for 35 years. And oh, how would you like to have another YouTube video on how you can get into the real estate market with no money down just by maxing out, let's say, 20 credit cards in your name? No, I don't think so. That's not what this video is about. I want to give you some real world examples of businesses that you can get into starting now for little to no money down. I have just one question for you. Do you want to work? I mean, do you want to be an entrepreneur for real? Do you want to call your own shots? Do you want to determine what's important and what you need to do at any given moment? Well, then this video is for you. But I'm going to say it once again. You have to be willing to put in the work. I can promise you that if you do the work, if you're good at it and you're conscientious about it, then you can build a real business by yourself and then ultimately hire on a staff and have something in a short period of time. You may look at this in 6 months and say, it's going great. Let's keep building it. At the end of the year, same thing. 5 to 10 years, who knows? You may look at it and say, well, we have something here that has real value. I could take it out and sell it. And if you do that, maybe it changes your financial picture completely. Maybe it changes your family, maybe even generationally, it changes your family financially. Well, I have 5 businesses for you right now. So let's run those down. Don't forget, at the end of this video, I have a bonus for you. And the bonus really ties everything together. Are these glamorous? No. Super fancy? No. But you can pick it up tomorrow and start doing this like right now and actually start making some money. So we're going to concentrate on the service business. And the reason for that is that you're providing a service. So that means that you do not have to manufacture anything. You don't have to go out and buy something and create this inventory and then have to try to sell it later on. We're not getting into all that stuff. We're talking about selling your time one-on-one and then building a business so that you can bring on staff and then sell more than just your time. Because if you build your business and bring on staff, you can concentrate your efforts on growing the business at that point. All right, so number 1, let's start with something very, very easy. The business is going to be trash can retrieval and cleaning. Here's the deal. All you're going to do is the day after trash pickup, you follow through each neighborhood and you clean out the trash cans, because you know how it is. There's always a little junk that's left in there, you know, that you want to get out. There's probably a little litter and paper that's kind of laying around the area. Well, you want to pick all that up. You want to clean it all out, clean out the trash can, and hit it with a little air freshener. I mean, what the heck? Make it smell really good. And then when you're done, take the trash cans back up to the house, put them in the garage if you can, or just outside of the garage. You set up your clientele on a monthly subscription to do this. And this is not super intensive. It doesn't take a lot of time. It's fairly easy to accomplish, but you can go through an entire neighborhood cleaning out the trash cans and making them nice and making them smell good, and make sure that at the end of the driveway there's no junk left over and they're back up there in the garage or just outside the garage. It's simple. Homeowners will love it because they don't have to go out and retrieve the trash cans, but better yet, they have a nice fresh smelling trash can to put back in their garage. How much should you charge for this per week or per month? I would say bill it per month, something like $19 to $29 per month. Let's say at $29 a month, you have 100 customers. That's $34,800 per year. And you could do that as a side hustle pretty easy. But let's say you go crazy. Let's say you really work hard and you may hire, say, another person to help you, and you work your way up to, say, 500 customers at $29 a month. That's $174,000 in a year's time. It's fast. It's super simple. And again, set your customers up on a subscription basis, and the money just keeps flowing in. And before you know it, you'll have a team of people hitting multiple neighborhoods. And also, before you know it, you're going to be upgrading your equipment, maybe driving around with a pickup with a trailer on the back, and you have a small pressure washer, you have a supply of clean water, a tub to put the dirty water in, and you can just really do this quickly and move on down the street. Also, some of you guys out there that are watching this, you're going to say to yourself, well, that's nuts. Nobody's going to want to pay for this. Well, that's not true. It comes down to the job that you do. You want to look for the nicer neighborhoods to go through and talk to people about what it is you're going to do for them. And you're going to be taking this headache away from them. The headache of going down, picking up the trash cans, bringing them back. Oh, crap, look, there's all this stuff in there. They look junky. They smell bad. No, you're going to take care of all that. The number 2 business to get into, if you want to get into a business with little to no money down, and we're knocking off things that people, they just don't want to do. You want to take away everybody's headache so they have no more headaches, right? So what do you think maybe is something that people don't want to do in their lives, but you would like to do it if you're getting paid to do it, right? So what am I talking about here? Well, I'm talking about doing your laundry. Because if you're a person that actually enjoys doing laundry, well, let's just say you're twisted, sister, because most people don't like to do their laundry. Most people don't like it at all. And that's where you step in and you say, hey, I'm going to do your laundry for you. All right, so buckle up and let me describe what the heck we're going to be doing here and how we're going to present this. First thing that you want to determine is your pricing structure. And I would price this based on how many people you're doing the laundry for in the household, period. Now, dry cleaners are going to say, hey, we price by the pound. And no, we're not going to do that because we're going to set these guys up on a subscription. They're going to buy a subscription from you so that you can do the laundry. And that's based on how many people you're doing the laundry for in the household. All right, so let me give you an example. Let's say you're doing one person's laundry, and that's going to be, say, $79 per month. You pick it up once a week. Let's say you're doing 2 in the household, maybe at $119, 3 at $149, and you max out, say, 4 and up at $179. Now, we're talking about clothes. We're not talking about towels, and we're not talking about bed sheets. Now, can you do those? Heck yeah. They want you to do them, but that's going to be an upcharge. This is what you're going to do. You're going to have a bag, maybe 2-3 bags that you supply to that household, and they'll put their dirty laundry in the bags. And then on the day that you pick up the bags, they set those bags out front. You swing by, pick them up off the porch, and you pick that bag up, and in 48 hours, you clean, you dry, you fold, and you hang the laundry, period. Now, if you can do this in 24 hours, that's amazing. If you can do this that quick, that's great, but the norm really is 48 hours. Now, you've already had the conversation with them about what clothing articles do they want hung on hangers and what do they want folded, and also how do they like to have their clothes folded. You want to make sure that you do this, and you want to customize to their needs. The cleaned and dried and hung up laundry you deliver back to them. Everything is folded. It's all in a clear plastic bag to keep it nice and fresh, and you've tied off everything that gets hung on the hangers, and you give them the option of using their own hangers if you want, or you can supply your wire hangers. Doesn't matter. Now, why should everybody that you know pay you to do your laundry instead of doing it themselves? Well, here's the thing. Average family takes about 4 to 6 hours a week to do the laundry. Second thing is, think about how much they're going to be saving on electrical and water costs. And if you're thinking about it, you're dealing with a dual income household a lot of times. In other words, both people are working, and you're going to be doing the laundry for them probably cheaper than what they could do it for themselves. In other words, if they make certain amount of dollars an hour, and you take that times 4 hours a week, times 4 weeks in a month, there's a really good chance you're going to be doing the laundry cheaper than if they would pay themselves what they're getting paid at work. And, you know, maybe they just want downtime. Maybe they just want time with the kids. You never know. But there's many reasons that you could sell this to somebody, and they'd be more than happy to pay a little bit of money to have you do it. Now, You can do this business simply with the equipment that you have in your home, your own washer, your own dryer. But as you grow this business, you will more than likely want to buy commercial equipment. Again, in your house, you probably at one point will want to have commercial dryers, commercial washers, and you'll think about hiring some staff to do the actual work while you make deliveries and go out and make sales calls for new customers. Depending on your area and the job, you could do actually just completely you could take over the entire community, your entire area. This really is limitless. And always keep in mind that you want to look professional when you're doing all this kind of stuff. You want to have your business name on your truck. You want to have uniforms and caps and make it just look like you're trustworthy, like you're serious and you're in business. Well, the number 3 business to get into with little to no money down, I'm going to talk to you about. I want to propose a business called a car concierge. So here's what you do. You get with the homeowner, and depending on their driving habits, you're going to show up once a week or so, take their car and go get it filled up with gasoline, and also take it through a car wash. Get out, make sure that you look at the vehicle, make sure it's all done properly, go in and vacuum out the carpet maybe, and check and see when the last time they had an oil change, because when that's coming up again, you're going to call and get it scheduled and take the car in for an oil change. And you're going to do this for each car that they have in their household. And right now you're probably thinking, well, Dave, you're crazy, man. People just want to do this on their own. Yeah, but they really hate it. People hate stopping and filling up with gasoline. So once a week, twice a week, once a month, whatever the time frame justifies for that household, you're going to show up and take their cars out and get them gassed up and check the oil, wash the windows, wash the car, and bring it back home to them. They will have peace of mind that every time they get in their car, they're ready to go. They don't have to worry about stopping to get gasoline or making sure that they're driving too many miles past the oil change. Again, do not think about how many people won't do this and won't pay for this service, but instead think about everybody that would pay for this service. Yes, you're going to be in the nicer subdivisions, the nicer households, but this is a major pain, and people would love to pay you for you to take care of this for them. How much can you charge for something like this? Well, it depends on how many cars you're dealing with, and it depends on the driving habits. But once again, set it up on a subscription basis and follow through, and people will love having you come and take away this headache for them. Jumping in their car every day, it's clean, it's fresh, and it's filled with gasoline. No worries, you've taken away their headaches. The number 4 business idea that I have for you, little to no money down, is to be an errand runner. Now, this can be done for anyone, but for one moment, just think about the elderly and how much help they need. It could be running to the grocery store, it could be running out to grab something really quick, or it could be helping with various things in the house. And yeah, I know Kroger's delivers and all that kind of stuff, but you have to keep in mind, a lot of these people don't want to get on a computer and handle things that way. They're just going to have their old-fashioned list and want to give it to you. And a lot of times, older generations, they're not familiar with technology, so they may need you to set up the TV or connect it to the Wi-Fi. They may need you to set up various electronic devices, or they just may need some help with a remote. You never know. It could be literally anything and everything. If you're dealing with the elderly, you want to make sure that you can set up a trustworthy relationship with that person, or possibly even their family members, so they're comfortable with you doing the work for their loved ones. In many cases, you may be dealing directly with the family member, and they could be the ones that are actually paying you. Here again, you'll want to set this up on a subscription basis, but then you're also going to make sure that you want to monitor your time to see how much time you spend at each location. So you may want to set it up where you do so many hours a week or so many hours a month. And if you have a client that requires more, then you simply charge them more for that next level of service. More than likely, I would say I would break it into 3 levels of service. It's based on how many hours that you are there per week or per month. And again, this is a problem-solving service. You're solving problems for the person that you're working with, but you're also solving problems potentially for their loved ones or family members. Because in other words, we're talking about the people that have been dealing with all these phone calls, and they're running out and running over to put this together, put that together to solve this problem. And it's a situation where, yeah, they want to do it, but sometimes it's just a real pain for them to do it that way. You're going to go out multiple times a week, maybe, to take care of various items. And as always, you want to make sure, again, that you set this up on subscription so that it's constant flow of income for you. And obviously, some weeks you're going to be busier than others. So when you're pricing this, you want to make sure that you take the average, and that's what you're working with. All right, the number 5 business to get into with little to no money down, and stay till the end because I have a bonus for you. The last business I want to talk to you before I get into that bonus at the end of this video is to start a fix-it business that caters to homeowners. Now, I need to point out with this one that you do need to possess a certain skill level to be able to fix various items in one's home. However, you don't have to have the skills of a plumber or electrician or an HVAC person in those specialty areas. I am mainly talking about the miscellaneous items that need to be taken care of and need to be fixed in a household. Then I would suggest having a very reliable list of contacts. You're going to set yourself up to be that go-to person to get anything done in that household. So if the homeowner has a problem with this, or if the homeowner has a problem with that, you're going to be the person that determines whether it's something that you could handle or something that you need to call a specialty professional in to do the work. And that will be up to you, and it's going to be on a case-to-case basis. Remember, the goal here is to provide high-quality service at a great value. That service can be doing it yourself or contracting it out, and then overseeing the repair or the remodel of what needs to be done. In this business, I would not suggest to set this up on a subscription basis. I would do it on a case-by-case basis. If it's something that you can handle, that you can price it out for the homeowner. If it's something that you cannot handle, just tell the homeowner that you know a very reliable, great company that will come and do the work, and that you're only going to charge a minimal fee on top of that to schedule it for them, be there while they're working on it, check their work, sign off on it saying that, yes, this is exactly what we were looking for. The job's well done. And again, you're the hero. You're the go-to person. Since this is going to be priced on a case-by-case basis, I would make sure that the homeowners had your contact information at hand. So you have business cards in the household, you have magnetic cards and decals, all those things everywhere, so they know how to get a hold of you. Because when there's a problem in the house, they want to have your information at the front part of their brain so that they call you. And also, it'd be very important to post on social media the different jobs that you're doing in various neighborhoods, with the emphasis being on all the problems that you're going to be solving. Your marketing message needs to be, let us handle your problems. And if the homeowner trusts you, then at the time of the problem, all they have to do is call you and they're going to get it solved one way or the other. You're the go-to person. You're the person that's going to come in and get it solved for them. Bonus time. So here's your little bonus at the end of this video. Obviously, we're talking about service businesses for the homeowners here. So what if you took these 5 ideas and you combine them into one business? And maybe you want to start one at a time and keep building. Chances are, of course, if you're doing all these different tasks, you're looking at having a staff to complete all of them on a timely basis. But we have just solved 5 major areas of problems that homeowners face. These are headaches that they face every week, it seems like. You have to position yourself with a level of trust. And if you do that, these homeowners are going to call you every single time because you're the person that's solving their problems. Also, can you imagine the best way to grow a business is through word-of-mouth advertising? If you're solving all these problems for the homeowner, how quickly do you think the message is going to get around the neighborhood? It's going to fly through the neighborhood like a rocket. and through friends and families of the people that you're dealing with. It's not only going to go around the neighborhood, it's going to go bouncing from neighborhood to neighborhood in your market area, all that you're looking to serve in. With all these businesses, you're going to need to look professional, drive a vehicle that has your company name on it, logo, wear a uniform, a shirt or baseball cap with the company logos on it. And I would also suggest to set up a messaging system so when you or one of your staff is coming over to the household to solve the problem, the homeowner gets a text message saying, "We're on our way," with the picture of the person coming and their first name. Now, when they see this, the homeowner will have a higher level degree of trust, and they're going to feel way more confident. You'll be able to establish high levels of that trust with your client, thus building your business and growing your business faster. Also, keep in mind that you need to have insurance for your company, especially going into people's houses. I could see where lots of people would not want to have this done. They'd rather do it themselves, you might say. Or you might say, you look at this complete list and you think, wow, there's a whole list of opportunities here. It's time to go to work. And the naysayers will watch your progress. They're going to watch you build your business and build your income exponentially. So get to work.